It's a broken road that leads to paradise, but a road nonetheless, a cozy existence, cushioned by the forest trees, surrounded by zergs that overlook a solo. But my castle stands and the sun shines, making room for the eternal rays as she watches over us, watches over the careful solo. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy this final part of the series. Things start out pretty good, but me upgrading this to stone, that was a mistake, but I didn't know it then. Instead, I passed over some resources to feed my TC. It was time to do some monuments, so I grabbed my green card and a fuse, and I headed to harbor. If I could secure a blue card, I could do airfield, and if I could do airfield, I'd be able to get some serious loot. Peace was hard to find. Danger was around every corner. I really didn't want to kill this naked, but he was following me for too long. Eventually, I assumed he was disclosing my location, so I killed him. Harbor was already looted, so I decided to try again later, and for now, I would just head back home. After getting rid of some door campers, I decided to try harbor again. After that successful gas station run, I geared up and I headed to airfield. I had one blue card and I wanted to put it to use. But while I was preparing to go into airfield, this happened. And luckily, I had filled up the back with everything I wanted to recycle, so at least this trip wasn't completely wasted. And with that, I headed to Outpost.
Dude, I think I like remember you, dude. How are you, man?
And when I was done, I headed home. It's true, just like that. I lost the blue card, but solos, we don't dwell. So I made use of my time, and I began learning items from my tier 2 workbench, alongside making upgrades to the base. Remember that mistake I had mentioned earlier? Well, here I am trying to get rid of it. This ramp would prevent me from expanding, and I was ready at this point to build a compound. But the footsteps were never too far away. It took a very long time, but eventually it crumbled. My area was too hot, so I decided to go out roaming. And when I returned, I began expanding. Now that I had light in my new expansion, it was time to set up the compound. So I got my wooden walls and I began. I'm not one to just quit. It's true, I lost the blue card, but that doesn't mean I can't get another. So I headed out with the intention of doing harbor and airfield. I had successfully retrieved a red card, and on the hardest server in the game, that was a huge accomplishment. At this point in the wipe, I hadn't decided on which red card monument I was going to do, and I wanted to give myself time to decide. So I made some ore tea and I grabbed my jackhammer because it was time to get some farming done. On this rainy day, I decided I was gonna go down to the underwater labs and I was gonna take my red card with me. But while I was on my way, I noticed there was somebody else swimming in that direction as well. I swam back to the land in hopes of catching him, but I couldn't find him. So I continued on my way with him close by. I heard footsteps, but I figured it was just the scientist walking around. But then this happened. I knew that if they were coming back, it would take them a while to get here. So I took my time and I looted their bodies properly, and then I disappeared into the water. friends like that? Or what I live for as a solo? I went down there with all 3 cards and didn't even have to use them. I can't help but think that sometimes the only way to appreciate anything is to have things taken away. It's a strange lesson to be getting from Rust, but it's one I value wholeheartedly. With my AK in hand, I made my final run to Outpost and recycled as much as I could so I could research as much as I could. But this time, going to Outpost, I was in tier 3 armor with a weapon I don't often carry, and it was a unique feeling, a feeling of power that most solos don't feel. And I know that it won't last forever, and it's not something I chase, but for now, it was appreciated. got home from Outpost, I took a moment outside to admire my base. It was looking strong, definitely something I was proud of. At this point, there was nothing more that I wanted, so I took my AK and I went out roaming to see what I could find.
Bro, I'm naked. Bro, please revive me. Please, 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 please. Please revive me. I am a good people. I'm not. Oh, thank you. I'm going.
With my remaining scrap, I researched so many items. It looked as though the workbench was almost fully researched, but I might as well use the scrap before the end of wipe.
Hello, is anyone there?
While I was roaming around, enjoying the end of my wipe, I knocked down someone near my base. And as I approached, I realized it was my ally.
Hey Orange, it's me.
What's up? My bad.
Yo, how'd you get all these kits, man?
Yeah, dude, I've been going crazy. Here, man, this is for you. All of this grinding, it all goes away eventually. So why hold it so close to your heart? Instead, show kindness to the ones
There we go.
that are on your side.
Do something solid with that, man.
This
Enjoy.
wipe was unlike any other wipe I've experienced before. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my YouTube members. Your contribution means so much more than you know.
The broken road takes me to paradise. The broken road takes me away.
You've been watching an Orange Dream production.